What is up, everybody? It's me, Joshy64-bit, and it's Nintendo Direct time. So I am filming this a little bit late. I was out taking care of some stuff yesterday. I was busy. It's a holiday. Yesterday, Nintendo said that we were having a partner direct, and that's something great because we haven't had a direct in a little while, and usually about this time of year, we get a little bit of a Nintendo Direct. It's kind of normal around this time of year, which I just said. However, this one is going to be a partner direct. So that means Nintendo shouldn't be talking about any first party IPs, especially Pokemon, because Pokemon will get their own direct next week. But any one of their partners, so we could see stuff from Capcom, we could see stuff from Sega, and who knows? Probably not a ton of indie stuff, but some indie stuff too here and there. But this is going to be from third party developers. And we're going to see, what's going on with what we believe is the last year of the Nintendo Switch. So Nintendo has come out and said that they're having their partner showcase tomorrow, the time of filming, so February 21st at 6 a.m. Pacific, since I'm here on the West Coast. They said it's going to be about 25 minutes of information focused on games coming to the Nintendo Switch system in the first half of 2024 from their publishing and development partners. Once again, that could be stuff from, Sega, Atlas, Capcom, Konami. I don't really think EA is going to bring anything to the table. They're not focusing on the Nintendo Switch. So, EA, we'll see you next gen. But we're going to be getting a bunch of information. 25 minutes seems about fair. So we'll probably get, about 7, 8 good trailers. And we'll probably get, one of those montages full of games that come, hey, this, and that. However, don't expect to see anything, once again, first party. Don't expect to see anything major hit the Nintendo Switch Online services unless it's like a third party game. And I feel like we might be getting something for the Game Boy Advance library, just because those are the ones that they would like to fill out. Obviously, I'd love to see, I know I said I'm preparing for disappointment, but maybe Banjo-Tooie pop up on the N64 service. Sue me. It's what I want. I want another way to play Banjo-Tooie, because owning it on the original and playing it on the Xbox, just aren't enough. I would love to see, if we're getting maybe a Resident Evil game, even though I don't play Resident Evil, just to see, will they put it on this system, or are they going to wait until next gen? Going back to N64, I would love to see Snowboard Kids or Snowboard Kids 2. Atlas, if you see this, which I know you won't, please pull that trigger and let us have it, please. Because I don't feel like paying a bunch of money to play it on original hardware, and I can't get it anywhere else. And I don't emulate because, well, frankly, I don't want to get my computer full of viruses. I just want to avoid that. So one thing we should not expect at all is we should not expect any hardware. Do not expect Nintendo to talk anything about a potential Switch 2 or Super Switch or whatever the heck they're going to call it. Don't expect that. Again, it's not a first party. It's not a hardware direct, so don't expect any new Mario game, new Donkey Kong game, anything like that. If we see anything Pokemon, it's going to come next week because there is a Nintendo Presents, or Pokemon Presents, whatever they call it, next week on the 27th. But one thing we might see is, because I know Xbox, there's a lot of news recently about Xbox going third party, which they came out and said that was not the case. But it looks like we're probably going to get Sea of Thieves and what's the other game? Hi-Fi Rush. Those look like they're going to be potentially coming to the Switch as well, which would be a smart move. Nintendo's got a huge install base. Hi-Fi Rush would be definitely a game that could run on the Switch. Sea of Thieves, however, I don't know, it might chug a bit, but I guess, there's a chance that it runs pretty well. I don't know. I really don't know. Another third party technically could be Game Freak, even though we know them more for Pokemon and Nintendo. Other than that, I really don't know. I'd like to see something like Silksong pop up too, because Hollow Knight was teased what, like 2-3 years ago on Xbox. Maybe Nintendo is the one that gets to reveal it. I just really don't know, you guys. It's kind of hard to predict. I would just love to see a couple things pop up on the Switch Online service. Once again, I would love to see Banjo-Tooie come onto the Switch, because it's been a while since we released an N64 game, and since we have Kazooie, let's go ahead and do Tooie. I would love to see the Pokemon game, so that would come next week. And then lastly, I'd like to see something like Snowboard Kids 2. I know they're probably running out of stuff for NES because they just keep throwing Famicom games at us. Super Nintendo, same thing. We're kind of getting Super Famicom games thrown at us. And some like smaller releases like Side Pocket came out, I think it was like a year or two ago. Stuff like that. But I'd like to see something that... I guess I'm just going to go ahead and say, don't get your hopes up, folks. Just don't. We're going to get a new hardware in a year or so, and that's when we're going to get our stuff. We might get a release date. Actually, we won't get a release date because it's not about first-party hardware. So we won't. So I shan't talk about it. Anyways, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. And, yeah, the direct release is tomorrow. So I guess we'll see what happens then. Alright, you guys. Have a good night. Or day. Whatever. Whenever you're watching this. Take care.